and welcome to the Knights of the Round. Today I got my my homies with me, and we're going to be talking about the 8-bit era, also known as the third generation of video games.
Way back.
Back
in time.
Back in the day.
So I've asked my Knights of the Round.
So hop in your DeLorean. Follow us to
Did it to 88?
1988 or 87. But anyways, I've asked them to come up with a list of 5 games that they thought were the best of that generation. And for those of you who don't know, this generation included the NES, the Sega SG-1000, which eventually evolved into the Sega Master System. All right. And that directly competed with the NES, but yeah, it didn't do anything yet. And it also had these Atari 7800, which was a huge flop, right?
Yes.
All right, so
big flop.
Who wants to? Robert, give me your top 5
For the well,
okay, yeah.
That's a lot before my time,
yes.
I must say. But I can at least tell you that I loved playing the original Kirby on the original NES. That was just to be able to fly in any game, period. And the fact that you were Kirby, you had unlimited flight time, and you could do whatever you want. So I remember playing that as a kid, and granted at the time I believe PlayStation had even been out, but I still played it on the old school systems, and it was still awesome. Mm-hmm. And then for the Sega, I believe probably the video game, which was Aladdin, which was basically the film. Mm. I played that with the death.
Get on the magic carpet.
I don't have very many.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say because I can't honestly even remember the Sega Master System.
Nope.
I didn't
even touch it.
But yeah, that was the Sega's first try into the home console, and
I might be jumping ahead there.
And we're gonna I was gonna say
you were jumping a little bit ahead.
That was the 16-bit era.
Yeah, right? The Genesis coming out. And that's when Sega really closes the gap on Nintendo. But
bam.
Here's some really big highlights of that generation, man. We had the Final Fantasy series begin. Right,
yes.
Squaresoft thought this was going to be the last game come out, and now it's a huge success. So Final Fantasy released in 1987 for the NES, and then of course, man, Super Mario Bros. For the NES became the best-selling game. Actually, the best-selling game of all time until it was dethroned in 2009.
But we'll get to that. Later?
I guess we can get to that later because honestly, I'm not too sure. I just know that it was dethroned in 2009, probably by like Halo or Call of Duty. I'm thinking.
No way.
All right. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
Hard to believe.
By Super Mario Brothers.
Mario Brothers, I can just never stop.
Also the NES had the Mario Brothers 3. Now, Chuck, I know Mario Bros is on your list. So go ahead and give me your top 5 of that generation.
Yeah, old timer.
What?
Funny guy.
Wow.
Old. I'm just nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
My first is pro wrestling. We talked about this in the WrestleMania thing that we did. Loved the pro wrestling, the horrible. It was horrible, but it was fun.
It was horrible.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
It was like all games back then.
they were horrible.
Compared to that, yeah.
Excite Bike, of course. I mean, where you can make your own track, and you can make them as impossible as you wanted to, and like, I'm never going to get up this hill, but hold that. Still got the music in my head. Top Gun. Now, we talked about this. It was an absolutely horrible game. It was probably like the worst flight sim ever made. But to land on the aircraft carrier, and it took you like 48 days to do it. But when you did it, the sense of accomplishment, you're like, yeah.
Dude, I remember.
And you had to air fuel, too. You had to try to fuel up, and it was painful.
Wow, they were that intricate.
It was horrible.
That long ago.
It was horrible. But it's on my list, so call it what you will. Mario Brothers, of course, and my all-time pick.
All-time.
RC Pro-Am.
All-time.
I loved RC Pro-Am.
What was that?
It was...
Can you elaborate on that?
Just a little bit.
They were little tracks, and you had little radio-controlled cars.
And you just went in a circle, right?
Well, it had
some
twists, but they put like oil spots, and you and then you blow up.
I played.
I remember that.
RC Pro Am.
Holy crap! I remember that one.
Awesome.
played
I'll
some
do it on
games.
YouTube later on, and then you go, oh yeah.
That game is amazing.
But RC Pro Am is my top NES pick.
Nice. All right. Well, also that generation saw Mega Man, born,
yeah.
the birth of Mega Man, right?
Blue Man.
And then
The Blue Man.
the Blue Man, and then also Metal Gear was also born in this
the
era.
original, the original
1987,
Metal
it
Gear.
was released for the MSX2 computer system, but then it was later ported onto the NES. So made it onto the NES, and then Metroid began in 1986. So
Wow, I can't
can you
that wasn't on
believe?
some lists.
Oh,
That
I'm
wasn't
sorry.
on
Can
my
I
list.
please throw in one I forgot?
Go ahead.
I have to go back
Take your
on my
time.
RC Pro Am thing.
Okay. Oh.
That's my favorite. I totally
Oh.
forgot. Brain fart.
Okay.
I want to tell you this real quick.
I'll
And we
touch it.
talked about it when you guys pulled my driveway a couple weeks ago. Up, down, left,
Oh,
right,
dude!
left, right.
Oh!
BA start, Contra.
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 Wow.
Contra.
Oh, God.
Totally forgot about it, but
Contra.
The original
Remember
king
now.
of the cheat code.
Yeah. So hard that you could not win unless you put the cheat code
awesome.
in.
And it was up, down, left, right, BA select start if it was 2-player.
For multiplayer, yeah.
There's a plug.
Make sure you write that
That's a
down.
plug.
Write it down.
I mean,
Write it down.
if you're a gamer, then you know that code. I mean,
And it's actually on the Xbox Live for download too.
I
I
believe
think it's
it
like
is.
$5.
Yes.
I think the second, probably most famous cheat code is R1, R2, L1, R2, left down, right up, which was Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah.
That was almost the beginning of every cheat code that video game had. Was you always had to start with
That
those,
was all
with
the
that
ammo and
sequence.
stuff, right?
Yeah, for
Guns.
ammo, for money, full lives, full armor.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. The
Now-
cheat codes were like they were a thing back in the day. Maybe
Now
Game
it's-
Shark and all that.
Oh
other
yeah.
stuff.
Game Shark.
Now it's just its own menu. It's like, oh, let me just pull up cheat codes,
Yeah,
turn on, cheat code, turn on, cheat code,
Yep.
turn on, cheat
They're not
code.
really a thing focused on nowadays.
Kids today.
But
Yeah.
Kids.
kids. Also, another one that's worth noting was Phantasy Star. Began on the Master System, which was probably its only game.
Yeah,
but it was
I don't
yeah,
remember.
I don't remember that either.
considered one of the best RPGs of its time.
So I don't remember the Master System.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
Yeah,
that was probably the only game on the Master System
had a
that
Genesis.
was relevant. So,
I didn't go.
and
I
then
saw Genesis.
Then of course
The
this
band.
this is
Console.
this one leads right into this one leads. What is going on? Are we doing?
We're talking about Genesis the band.
Oh, Phil Collins and
Phil
stuff.
Collins.
I can feel it.
Moving forward.
Okay, anyways. Alright, so this one's going to lead right into Barry's top 5. Legend of Zelda series began in
Link.
1986. So let's send it over to the
yeah.
Zelda fanatic. What's your top 5, bro?
Top 5. No, we'll get back to the little Zelda thing later.
Yeah,
But top thing, Paperboy.
Paper.
Whoa! Yes, I played that.
Yeah.
Oh God, just right around
1
there,
and
throwing-
2.
Yeah.
You
1 and 2.
break
Got
windows.
tornadoes coming at you. You even got a little Grim Reaper coming at you. What is?
I remember
Of course,
that
at
on my
the
mail
end of
route.
that, you got a little time trial thing going, jumping ramps.
So it's really a mature rated game.
It really, yeah.
If it came out today, it probably would.
Yeah,
be.
oh,
It probably
yeah.
would be. You got Crazy Monkey with a knife. It's like,
You can have as much blood in a video game as long as it's in squares. When it starts flowing and looking real, parents get crazy.
That's exactly right. Mortal Kombat.
Well, actually, the ESRB was not even around at that time.
No.
Didn't need it.
We'll get back to that later
Back to
because
yeah.
it's a little history on that.
Yeah.
Next, well, of course, you had Mario Brothers. We got that on there.
Oh, of course,
Gotta
Mario
do
Brothers.
Hooked on the brothers.
Hooked on the brothers. All right.
Next, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
See, Turtles. What did you just do?
I'm
I
sorry.
prefer.
Poor Leonardo over here. is
I
getting
know, he's
fired.
just getting a little
Yeah,
clearer
I
in
prefer
there.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. So it was a different thing.
Squirtles.
But it
Sounds like
remember that one.
It sounds like a porno.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Something that, you know,
Do you need to
Ron
tell
Jeremy
something,
would be
Ron?
in.
Is there something you need to discuss?
This is my Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtle. There it is.
okay. Barry, you were saying.
As I was saying.
Barry, go back to what you were saying.
Ooh.
I'm a little thrown off on that one. All right.
It was
It's
a me.
okay.
Don't worry.
I'm gonna cry.
It was a me.
I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Alright, good cry.
Okay. Let's get into one. Double Dragon.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Double Dragon.
yes. You fight till the whole game with
Fight
your brother,
until- with
and
your
then you
brother.
have to fight your brother.
Oh, spoiler alert!
Ah!
Oh, now I can't rent it. Oh, that's right. Gamefly had Gamefly.
What's the twist? Oh.
Alright,
Night Shyamalan wrote the ending on it.
Yeah,
so.
it's a twist.
It's a twist.
And of course, all-time top Legend of Zelda. You gotta have it.
The original.
Original.
And
The
another
original.
honorable mention that goes with Double Dragon was Kung Fu.
Kung Fu.
Remember that to hit the little
Oh my
bees
God.
in her on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Anyhow,
Alright, so,
to the right.
Oh, there was
top
another
selling
one.
game on the Master System, Sega's Master System, was
one.
Hang On, which was a motorcycle arcade game. So you guys don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just looked it up. So and then also Safari Hunt, which was a similar game to Duck Hunt, which you guys didn't think of that, did you? Duck
Yeah,
Hunt?
but I.
What's with Mario Brothers?
It's a
it
came with it on the same.
Alright, so it does come in.
Boom! In
Alright.
your face.
And then also, of course, for the NES, the top-selling game was Mario Bros.
Mario Bros.
Right, comes with the system, like, and Duck Hunt, obviously.
Back when games
obviously.
came with
Yeah,
systems.
that one,
Yeah.
the Master System ended up going on to sell about 12 million units. That sounds like a lot,
That's
but
amazing.
But opposed to Nintendo's 62 million, Sega would later close this gap with the Genesis, which is a we're leading right into the next Knights of the Round, so stay tuned and click that button that says Knights of the Round.
Wow.
About the 16-bit era. Click that
We'll
one.
still be here.
Yeah, we'll still be
Still
here.
be here.
We ain't got nothing to do.
Nope.
But be with you.
But to be with you. All right, thanks for watching this one. That was our top 5 in the 8-bit era. Moving on.
Here, here.
Peace.
Robber.
Absolutely.
Did you say
Yeah.